Živijo in lep pozdrav. No, ker sama ne verjamem v naključja, se je pač zgodilo to, da sem zadnjič šla na eno predavanje ene gospe, ki je sicer sploh nisem poznala. Pa šele potem, ko sem že bila tam, ko sem že poslušala njeno predavanje, sem vedela, da moram povabiti to gospo, ki je imela to predavanje pred kamero, zato ker želim, da jo spoznate tudi vi vsi. To je Kim, zdaj bom verjetno rekla narobe njen priimek, ker je francoski, Doucette, nekaj takega, ampak sploh ni pomembno, da si zapomnimo njen priimek, ki sicer pomeni nežno, ne, nežno. Kim, hello.
Hello.
Now you don't have a clue what I was talking about.
No.
I just told the people that I went to your, not really workshop, but it was kind of
Like an angel workshop.
Angel workshop, okay? And I told them that I just got this feeling that I have to invite you in front of the camera.
Excellent.
So here we are. Seveda pogovarjali se bomo po angleško, bodo pa podnapisi, tako da boste vse lahko razumeli. Kim je sicer Kanadčanka. Ko sem gledala, kje vse je že delala, mi je skoraj zmanjkalo papirja. Zelo je popularna v Kanadi. Delala je, zdaj bom malo tukaj plonkala, da ne bom česa pozabila, v Avstraliji, bila je v Afriki, v Braziliji, v Peruju. Povsod se je učila in pravzaprav prihajala v stik s svojimi koreninami, namreč njene korenine so indijanske. You have these Indian roots. I'm now introducing you in some words to the people, and you have lived a normal life, and you didn't even know about these roots you have.
Right. Yeah. I grew up in a white community, and my father didn't mention about having native roots. His mom was actually from a native community, and she wasn't raising them in the native form. So it was really a surprise to me when I found out that he was actually native, and it was really wonderful.
Okay, you have tried to live this normal life, but somehow there was something calling you to do something else.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, actually, since I was a child, I always had something, you know. I was a very quiet child, and sometimes I was mute, literally to the point of not speaking. And because of that, I was able to see things, hear things that probably other people weren't hearing. And for example, I would hear birds speaking. And my father was kind of concerned about it when I was a child. And one time he brought me to a native community, and he had asked the elder, you know, why do animals speak to her? And the elder said, they speak to me too. It's normal.
Yeah, and then you, after a few years, of course, when you grew up, you decided to open to this gift you have.
Yeah, I actually avoided it my whole life. I avoided it, and I did not want the gift. I had schizophrenia actually in my family, so it was a bit of a concern for my family, wondering, you know, if I'm hearing voices, what type of voices was I actually hearing?
Yeah.
So they really discouraged me from speaking about it as a child. And as a teenager, I was a regular teenager. I, you know, tried alcohol. I tried anything to try to stuff anything down that was, you know, beyond the norm at the time. So it was really when I was an adult that it came out, and when I embraced it.
And you said, okay, I've heard birds speaking to me, animals, but in fact, the angels are the most, how should I say, your channel, which is the strongest, if I understood it correctly.
Yes, yeah. When I was 8 years old, an angel had spoken to me, and came to me and showed me a vision of Africa, which I later went to. But at the time, again, I just was hearing big voices, but it was the angels that came the strongest. And when you think about it, the birds, the animals, all of these things was brought to me from the angels as an opportunity for them to be able to get closer to me, probably.
Mm-hmm. And did angels tell you that in years you will come to Slovenia?
Well, actually, when I was in Hawaii and I was taking the angel course with Doreen Virtue, there was a Slovenian girl that sat beside me. And she's the reason why I'm here, because we loved each other. For 1 week, we sat with each other. We did everything together. Her name is Maya. And we did readings for each other. And she told me, one day you're going to live in Slovenia. And I said, you're crazy. And she told me many things, like I would break up with my husband. She said, this would happen, and that I would, do more of my mediumship. And I said, you're crazy. But everything that she said was true. And she told me the angels were speaking very directly from her and through her.
Mm-hmm. So you're here.
I'm here.
No, in ker Kim je tukaj, se mi zdi, da je prav, da jo spoznamo, kajti v resnici sem začutila neko njeno iskrenost, kajti tudi sama sem si dovolila, da mi je povedala, kaj pravijo moji angeli, in zelo me je prepričala, kot lahko vidite, sem čisto navdušena. Kim dela poleg delavnic skupinskih tudi taka individualna srečanja. Kaj pa je tisto, zaradi česar se je sploh odločila, da dela z ljudmi? Kot smo slišali, dolga leta se je upirala temu daru in ga ni želela, kajti to ni vedno enostavno. So I'm talking about that, okay, you're here now and there is a purpose. There was a purpose given you through this gift you have, and this is of course to help people. So, and what kind of help is that?
Well, for the most part, it's spirits that really want to come through and speak through me, and of course the angels. And they each have their own way of communicating. The angels want us to wake up. They want us to be able to see the signs ourselves. And so in many ways, the spirits or the angels are trying to help us understand the world from a different perspective. If we could live in a way that we were awake and we were seeing all the signs for ourselves, we wouldn't need a medium or we wouldn't need a psychic. But because we're lazy as a society, we come to people like me, and it's become popular. So I'm here, I believe, to help people understand that they don't need me, that I'm just a vessel of understanding. And, sometimes I have to go to other people also to see for myself, because sometimes I'm lazy.
We are all lazy sometimes, yeah. Okay, so now someone is watching us, and he or she thinks, okay, I have a problem, I can come to Kim.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're not, in fact, solving this problem that someone have, but you do what?
It's like I'm seeing from a different perspective. So like a bird, I'm looking at the problem. So if they come for love, I'm able to see what's happening around love, because everybody's different. But what's important is we have patterns that we've brought with us until this point. So maybe they're having trouble with love, or they cannot find love. Why can't they find love? But there was a beginning that created a pattern that created the now. And so very often the angels or the spirits will show me what happened to get to this point, that they cannot find love, or they cannot keep love, or that there's a problem around love. And so it depends on the person. Everybody's so different. But whether we're looking for a job or we're looking to understand why, we have a fear, very often it stemmed from the past. A fear might be from this lifetime. It could even be from another lifetime. So, depending on the person, depending on the situation, the angels will show me what I need in order to get the person set up to choose the future. And that's the key. They need to choose the future.
Mm-hmm.
So there are actually 3 futures.
3 futures?
Yes.
Oh, would you explain it to me?
We have a choice. Everybody has a choice.
Yes.
So if we think about it, the first future is what most of us choose. If nothing changes, then nothing is going to change.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, even if we go to a psychic or a medium, most people will choose the first future. They will change nothing, and so nothing will change. The second future is if you change something, something will change. And the third future is if we mess it up. So we're given 3 more choices, 3 more futures to create. So this is why we are like the creators for our own future, except for the fact that we have the angels, the creator, the spirits helping us and guiding us so that we will choose, hopefully, the right direction, and hopefully we will do something that makes changes.
Mm-hmm. And you also teach people, I saw at your workshop, how to be more self-confident, hearing our own inner voices.
Yes.
Because that's the point, not to call you all the time, but to call yourself all the time and ask, is that okay for me?
Yes.
Is that a good choice? Is that a good decision?
Mm-hmm.
But people, we don't believe to ourselves.
Yes. Yeah, and this is where I'm so happy that the natives, when I went to the native communities and got training for myself, I learned how to really tap into my own intuition and how important this is. Because we are living in a society where, again, it's easier to go somewhere else. It's easier to go to somebody else who has the answer. It's easier to go to the grocery store to get our vegetables instead of growing our own garden. And so why would we listen to our own intuition when the world is bringing information to us so easily? Our iPhone, our computer, our internet brings us information. But if we could find out from within what we need, then our body would lead us to nature and lead us to things that would, for example, make us more healthy, make us happier.
Yeah. So where can people find you here in Slovenia?
I'm going to be going to different areas, but also I'm in Horul.
Yeah, I was waiting. How will you pronounce it? Horul.
Yeah, I have a little office here, and I like it because it's more countryside, and it takes people away from the big cities and allows them to see a beautiful countryside coming in.
Okay, Kim. For our first interview, I think it will be enough. I'm so grateful to be here with you and to tell people for you.
Thank you.
I wish you a lot of good work here in Slovenia.
Thank you.
You will see we are a very kind people.
Yes, I really love it here. And, it's an honor and a blessing. And I want to thank you. I want to thank your angels and your guides for everything that you do. Even though I didn't know who you were, when I first met you, it's a wonderful feeling when I hear the good work that you do, because people talk very kindly about you. So, thank you.
Thank you.